The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hokies offense will start this game off. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Finley. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the ball comes to rest right there. So Troy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Troy. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Penny.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pass. It's Finley. He makes the connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have him push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Beckham. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense set on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got it behind the line. It's Adams. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Barnes. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because
He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Troy! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter and Troy is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. And he was hit just as he released it and it falls to the turf. The Hokies will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Finley. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks the tackle.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
All right.
There he goes down the right side. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Finley. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Unloads quickly. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He's looking to throw it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
3,
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll fire. Going deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Troy! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Finley. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Now they'll run the draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. The expressway is wide open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Trojans are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
3rd down coming up.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a...
Got a lot of running room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They go to the ground. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Finley. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Troy! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Troy, 49.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snatch it quickly on the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next.
What a snag by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires on the run. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Avoids pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes. Going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. See if they can do that here.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Touch pass on the right. Across the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
That's caught. It's Hicks. Across the 25, he's got room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Kelly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here we go. Check.
They'll try to get it through the air. A strike downfield. Oh, the ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the lone back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This offense has a 2nd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 25. Turns it on down the left side.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
From the red zone, it's Conrad. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They